in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. Smells good. The oven. The oven. Yep.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Oven. If you haven't tuned in just yet, I'm Franco. This is Mario. We got a good one for you today, everybody. We got a great guest joining us for dinner today.
You know, it's your boy Jaeo Draftpick. That's right.
That's it. See, I didn't even have to do it for him.
Thank you for
that. Designer, fellow marijuana enthusiast.
Yes.
This is gonna be a really good night, guys. I'm really excited for this. We got the drinks out here. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Thank you for coming.
I got the watermelon lemonade.
Shout out to Rob Key's number one spot
sure.
in Long Island, number one Italian spot in Long Island, man. Shout out Birdie Bar too. My guy Lucelle, you know the vibes.
Shout out everybody over here, man. I gotta ask before we jump into the appetizers. We got the appetizers sitting over here. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready to eat. I'm starving. So you got a unique name, you know, Jaeo Draftpick.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of littles out there, like little somethings that you know, and this is a unique one, man. So tell us a little bit about how'd you come about this nickname?
Well, name Jaeo is an acronym for just about everything outstanding.
Okay.
And Draftpick kind of just came from me being in a group. I used to be in a group. And the group was called Draft Picks. And I was always somebody like sports, gravitated to sports, always losing money betting on sports or arguing about, you know, the Cowboys and some shit. So I'm always into sports, so kind of Draft Pick kind of stuck. As far as Jaeo, I really only wear Jordan. So, you know, somebody from high school kind of like gave me that name and I just kind of stuck with it. And then instead of like just Jaeo, I'm like, let me change it up, make it, you know, acronym, make it mean something or, you know, stand for something. So
That's
just
awesome.
about everything outstanding.
So you were never like a prospect for a sport, never looking to get drafted, nothing like that. Just...
I mean, I was looking to get drafted, but I was probably terrible. So
okay.
Baseball I was good in. Not I didn't play too much in high school, but you know, little league and middle school, and that's when, you know, drugs and females came into my life. Sports
Sports took a back seat real quick.
Yeah, Franco was pretty good at baseball, actually. He played in Australia.
So I've heard.
You know, he's just waiting for World War III so he can finally get drafted.
You were holding on to that one for a while, bro. I was driving here today. I was like, I got this. Let's get to the appetizers. Jesus.
Gotta drink to that.
Oh my God. Drink to that. My God.
All right, so I got the eggplant rollatini appetizer. Franco's got the Franco Fazool. You got the pasta fazool.
You know how that goes.
What'd you get over there?
I got the spicy shrimp. This is my favorite.
Man, that's what we had. Oh, when we came here that night, that's what we had. That's mad good.
favorite.
Yeah, this apparently isn't always on the menu.
My bad.
Squirt me with his lemon over here.
Got some lemon jizz
Look
on
out.
it. Hit him with the lemon jizz.
Yeah, pasta fazool, man. Like we were talking about off camera, you know, they usually make it with the red kidney beans. This is honestly some of the best pasta fazool I've had.
You had that last time we came? Well, no.
You know, last time we came, we just mixed the appetizers up.
No.
And I had the macaroni and cheese with the chicken cutlet on top. That was actually unbelievable.
The
Hey,
eggplant's
you
real
guys
good.
ever in Northport? Come through Rockies, Birdie Bar down the block.
Come on down.
Seriously, this is the spot for Italian food. Really, in any part of the island, New York, wherever you're at.
And it's always a party in here. Always.
Always bumping. Oh, I love Italian food. I can eat Italian food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right?
No, I can't see as well.
Before we get into it, you bring up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm driving to work today, and this guy cuts me off like real quick to get into Burger King at like 6:30 in the morning. Right? So there's two things going through my mind. It's either he's opening up or he's going there for breakfast. And then I'm like, I've never had Burger King breakfast. I don't really eat Burger King, you know, too often to begin with. But where would you rank the top 3 fast food breakfasts?
Shit.
I don't even know if you eat them like that.
Yes and no. Well, I guess we're at maybe what? I think it's about 5-6 years I stopped eating meat. Pause for those people who say things like that. But as far as the breakfast, when I did eat, I was, you know, maybe because it was right by the high school, but McDonald's, fast food restaurant McDonald's. It's funny you said Burger King. Burger King, I felt like used to be kind of fire. I haven't had it in a very long time, and I felt like Burger King used to have like good breakfast. They used to have like the little tater tots. Like nobody had the tater tots. They had the tater tots. So I feel like I would put maybe Burger King as 2. maybe Chick-fil-A is 3. Just because I see people always talk about the Chick-fil-A
I
breakfast.
love you through Chick-fil-A in there. Chick-fil-A is my number one. Chick-fil-A has like the mini biscuits with the chicken.
I've seen
Oh,
those.
they
Nah,
are-
don't- they
oh,
look.
they're
Listen, they look good. They look good.
Chick-fil-A's menu, like for breakfast, it's that's probably gonna end up being on my top 3, 2. But Chick-fil-A, I feel like the menu is so boring. Like, okay, we got good chicken, great. Like it's
Yeah,
like, what else
for
you
sure.
got?
Nothing.
You know?
Nothing.
They had
go
that.
ahead, continue.
No, they had that cheese sandwich that was amazing. They took it off. It's like seasonal apparently.
Like a grilled
At,
cheese.
at
or
Chick-fil-A, oh man, it was so good. I would go Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and then Taco Bell.
something. Ooh.
Really?
Taco Bell's breakfast, man.
Taco Bell, I haven't had it, but that shit, they be having some good looking shit.
The little crunch wraps. I don't
Yep.
even get a crunch wrap like when I go for dinner. Like if I go for dinner,
Yeah.
the breakfast crunch wrap.
That's my number one.
Oh my-
I've been trying to stay away from it. Taco Bell is my number one breakfast.
Is it?
Yeah, Taco Bell breakfast. I used to work directly next to a Taco Bell. And during my 12-hour shifts, there would be days where I would have Taco Bell for breakfast, Taco Bell for lunch, and Taco Bell for dinner.
Now, if you asked me what was my favorite fast food, it would be Taco Bell. That was my favorite fast food.
I think I would have to rock with Taco Bell too.
For some reason, lately, I crave a Whopper every once in a while. But Taco Bell's up there for me, too.
We live right on the corner from Burger King too.
No, but the fact that I live that close and I don't have it more often than I do, I think I deserve an award for that. Because I really don't have it too often.
I feel like I never eat pizza. Like we have pizza
You were
places.
just saying that the other
we have
day.
pizza places everywhere. And like for me, if you're talking like, hey, we're gonna go get food quick, Moe's. My mind goes immediately to Moe's. But pizza, I think we're just like we're spoiled with it on Long Island, so I don't even think about it anymore.
Pizza, I love a good pizza.
I can never say no to pizza, man. Pizza and bagels is always what ruins any diet I'm on. Always.
Pizza and bagels,
Yeah, that's always the
Not-
two things I can't.
not your reheated hot dogs.
No, not my reheated hot dogs. No.
Glizzies, man. You be reheating glizzies,
Yeah,
bro?
he's reheating pimp steaks, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Next morning. Sometimes doesn't even reheat them.
It's already like fake
Nasty-
garbage
nasty
meat anyway.
work. That's nasty work.
Like if I grill it, if I grill it and then the next day I got work, I'll heat it up at work for lunch.
You be boiling them too?
Oh, boiled over grilled any day.
Oh no way,
Guys,
no way,
Guys, nasty work, man.
With a lot of sauerkraut.
dude. I'm so talking about Long Island, 7-Elevens, and these food, the pizza everywhere. You grew up in Long Island, right? You're a Westbury guy.
Yep, I grew up in Westbury, yep.
So, what was the rap game like back then when you started? Like especially on Long Island, not just New York. You hear about New York all the time. You don't really hear about Long Island, Long Island
Long
rap.
Island rap scene. Sure. I really wasn't much of a rap scene, to be honest. And it's like, the crazy part about it is like, you realize how many dope people are actually from Long Island, like some of the pioneers, like that other rappers look up to. It's like, you got rappers that look up to Biz Markie, you got rappers that look up to EPMD, you got rappers that look up to Rakim. And a lot of, I feel like rappers in general, artists, don't really know that these people are from Long Island, or know that, Long Island was once the place where it was, you know what I'm saying, where music was.
Yeah.
A lot of people really don't know that. But I think even De La Soul, what was it? They from Long Island as well.
I think there's a lot of guys that came up from Long Island.
There's a
too.
lot, like in that whole,
like Busta Rhymes.
that
out
whole
here.
90s era. Yeah. Busta, I mean, a lot of people, it's one of those things. So, I was born in Brooklyn, but Long Island is where I'm from. It's like my manager says all the time, like, why do you always say you're born in Brooklyn? I'm like, it's where I was born. I don't say I'm from Brooklyn, but
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with a lot of these artists as well. Maybe they were born in Long Island, but raised in a different area, so technically, essentially, don't claim it. But the rap scene in Long Island was pretty non-existent. Like I said, when music, EPMD wasn't out. Rakim wasn't making music like that, or at least mainstream music. I mean, you probably had somebody like Reek. I mean, Reek was probably one of the, when Reek was going with Busta, when he had this thing, he was probably one of the most popular Long Island artists that I can think of, just off the top of my head. Like I remember watching, shout out to Reek, he was on the 50631
I was
song.
gonna say, yeah, it's your boy.
And I remember, seeing him at like the fucking Cypher and shit in BET, or it's like, wait, man, I was just with this guy the other day. This fucking guy's on BET and the Cypher. Like, so I think, the more and more, like I always tell people, the more and more shit that you see kind of makes you believe it's more tangible. I mean, I can even go back to when I was in a group and, opening up for Mims. So it's like, and Mims another one from Long Island. Whether people don't know that, from Wash Heights or whatever, but it's one of those things where Long Island isn't known, but it should be known a lot more for music.
What's that bias like towards the Long Island rappers?
You know what? I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's because it's not fucking ghetto enough out here. Enough motherfuckers don't get shot or robbed or killed or something like that. That's why it's not cool. But most people's perception of Long Island is the Hamptons or something like that.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure, man.
Like not knowing that there's more places in Long Island that's just as horrible as places in Brooklyn or Crown Heights or somewhere like that. Yeah. So
and some of these guys are rooting hard against you if they find out you're from Long Island too. Like some of them don't, will go out of the way to make sure you don't make it a certain way.
I feel like that with a lot. Some people will say no, and it ain't where you from, is where you at. Music is music, but yeah, you got people that there was an interview I was looking at. You got people from like the Locks. Like they're from Yonkers.
Yep.
Nobody looks at them like, well, they're not from New York. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all the motherfuckers in New York like them. So I'm saying
Right.
that doesn't really get, brought up like that. But I don't know. I think it's, like I said, it's like, it's almost dick measuring. It's like, it's not a certain perception out here as to why people can't get behind it or make it seem like that. You got Brooklyn. Look how many dope hip hop artists come from Brooklyn. You got Queens. Look how many dope hip hop artists come from Queens. You got the Bronx. Look how many dope hip hop artists come from the Bronx. Manhattan, Harlem, whatever the case may be. Long Island, like I said, I've named these people that came from Long Island, but we're talking almost 30 years ago at this point. Mm-hmm. So until somebody is able to bring that, that shit to the forefront, I think they won't look at it like that as much. But it's only in New York because motherfuckers are like somebody from Idaho and fucking has nothing to do with anything. So,
Bring him in like his family.
Do you consider now? Some people don't even know that Queens and Brooklyn are actually on geographical Long Island.
Motherfuckers hate when I bring this shit
Oh,
up,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
On Instagram. They hate it. I hate it. I'm like, yes, I could fucking I can be going to an Islanders game at UBS. On my way there, I'm in Queens. When I'm getting off the highway, I'm in Long Island.
Yeah, around the
You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It's Queens, and then
Run across island.
right on it's the same thing. So it's like, I don't know. People are not smart, and then again, people like what they like, and they want shit to be a certain way they want it to be, and when it's not,
Right.
they try to find something wrong with it.
Yeah.
But shout out to Long Island, man. All the artists in Long Island, keep grinding, man. We're
Real,
get there.
man.
Strong Island, baby.
Sure.
You brought up 51631.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Thank
Love it.
you,
I mean,
man.
you're repping the hoodie right now.
That's it. I had to put the hoodie on
So
to make
some-
sure I had something.
Some of the best hats, bro, that like we've seen. Big fan. I gotta get my hands on one of those somehow.
Now the hats, actually funny you even said that. I haven't, since we got into the whole clothing thing, kind of strayed away from the hats, but the hats was what got it lit from
What started you, right?
That's what started. Like the video, even like I tell people, it was shot like a commercial. We didn't mean to do it on purpose. It was just how we shot it. I had a bunch of hats. We just started selling the hats. And
Yeah.
it was at a time I was working with a clothing line. They kind of dissolved, and I realized the importance of, the merchandise with the music. So it's like, at the time I was dating a chick from Suffolk, and just looking at the numbers, playing around with them one day, like, wait, this shit ends with a 6, and this one starts with a 6. So it's like, wait a minute, Long Island. People always say Strong Island. And that's what another thing I feel like Strong Island is such an older saying that I wanted to make something a little more hit.
For sure.
It's like 5161. So they got Big Island, Long Money Island. They got a bunch of different variations that I really don't care for. But
Strong Island, man. I feel like that came up during like the Jersey Shore days.
Yeah.
Long Island, that's that. It's one of the places where you don't really know it for anything. You know it for what? Roosevelt Field, maybe Americana. The Hamptons.
Everyone knows Babylon because like the train, it's like the train line home or like Hicksville.
Babylon, what
like,
they see,
in Penn Station.
No,
Everyone knows that.
For sure.
But yeah, like you said, man, Long Island is just I feel like Long Island's always been, even like sports wise, always been like pushed aside a little bit. Like New York's like little like stepbrother that just never like had anything. But now they're Long Island's recruiting hard in baseball.
Oh, Long Island, yes. Suffolk,
baseball, football, everything.
Even basketball, you got a lot of guys out
Yeah.
there. Within the last couple of years, a lot of prominent guys. You got Tobias, you got Danny Green.
Yep,
You got a lot of guys. You got the other guy, talking baseball, you got Stroman from Long Island.
Coming the Yankees, man. We got Nick Tropianos, the Steve Nats.
Yeah.
And all these guys coming in. So
Yeah, he did. He just got signed to the Yankees too. Strowman had this.
Yeah, Strowman with the Yankees. Yeah,
But I feel like the Mets got one of their pitchers as well, or players.
Severino.
Yeah,
Mets got Severino.
All right.
That Hall of Fame induction last night. Man, I don't want to go off on a tirade here, but not getting my boy Gary Sheffield in there after his 10th year on the ballot.
I've definitely met Sheffield before too.
So Sheffield's
good guy.
man. Yeah,
Good guy.
I'm happy to hear that.
Gary
Good guy.
Sheffield, man, like remember being younger and like you play the game where you got to guess the batter that your friend's
Yeah.
impersonating. I mean, Gary Sheffield
everybody
was easy to
remembers.
guess, but like everyone loved doing that.
Yeah, for
It was-
sure.
You
it
could be
was
thinking
that.
batting practice with your dad. You're still doing it.
I'd make the creative player and make it with fucking
dude.
Sheffield's fucking stance. Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. You're playing the game when you're creating a play, you give him his stance. Absolutely.
For sure.
Memories,
It was either
bro.
him or Chuck Knobloch.
I just
It was-
went
it
way
was
back.
Knobloch was another
him
one
and then
too.
Craig Counsell.
And
up
Knobloch
top.
had the
Yeah,
fucking shit all behind him and shit. I don't know
No
how he
joke.
did
I
that
literally,
shit.
I was fucking 9 years old. I was Chuck Knobloch. That was my stance. I
You
literally
were
hold
Chuck-
the bat like this.
You actually were Chuck Knobloch.
Because I got the yips.
Really? He got the
I got the yips.
You got
Yeah,
the
just
yips.
like Chuck Knobloch. Yeah.
You got the yips
I
bad.
gave it up. College.
We're actually now that we're on the topic of this, when it gets nicer out, we're gonna go to MacArthur and we're gonna see if you still have the yips.
Franco keeps saying this. He thinks I'm going to say yes, but it's not going to happen.
You know what the yips is?
No, I'm
So-
super
I
confused.
don't
Like, I was waiting for
It's
somebody
like,
to tell me.
so Chuck Knobloch plays second base, right? Like, what's a simple throw for him? Like, just a normal routine, pick it up at second, throw it to first.
Okay.
When you're a catcher, I was a catcher. Simple throw back to the pitcher, like just in between pitches. Couldn't do it anymore. Just so mind fucked. It was the wildest thing.
You know what? I used to catch myself, and I fucking got hit one time with a bat. Like the guy swung
Oh,
too
catcher
hard.
interference?
Yeah, and that was it for me. I'm like, nah, put me in the outfield, like where it's not too much action. I can run around. I'm fast. I can catch. That was over for my catching.
I mean, catching. I mean, especially guys like Rob and Franco that like threw decently hard.
Yeah,
you know,
once-
like
and that's
you
another
have.
thing. Yeah, once you
I
start
just
throwing
leave
harder,
my
like, I'm
forearms
not-
were bruised
Yeah,
the
I'm not
entire
trying to-
year.
yeah, I'm not
you know what I
trying to
mean?
catch
Like
that
it
shit.
balls in the dirt and stuff.
He was a
But
character behind the plate, though.
dude, you know what I still think about to this day? You know when you see a foul ball, right? Foul tip off the catcher's mask, catcher gets wobbly. I don't know what it was. I never once got wobbled by like a foul off the
We weren't throwing hard enough. I can't lie. I'm coming back in with my mouth full. This is crazy. I went with the Bronx chicken cutlet. I don't really know what makes it Bronx. I don't know what makes it Bronx style. But I gotta tell you, this is literally the best chicken cutlet I've had.
Really?
But it's got a lip. Have you tried it? Oh, you don't eat chicken. You don't eat meat. Do you want to try a piece of this? I'm gonna leave you a little piece.
Where's all that peppers?
I don't even know.
What guy's peppers?
Like red peppers, green peppers. It's got a little bit of a kick, but Rob, you gotta try this on camera, dude. I'm serious.
No.
Like it's no joke.
This red snapper al forno.
Oh no, that shit is busting.
This is fucking.
That shit is busting.
Right?
This red snapper al forno is orgasmic. It's absolutely. It's lightly. It seems like it's lightly breaded. Got some garlic, big garlic guy. Got my spinach. Are these
big garlic
considered
guy?
tomatoes or capers? I don't know. How do you know? What's the difference between a tomato and a caper?
No, those definitely tomatoes. Capers are like about them little, almost like olives or some shit. Like
Oh, okay, all right. Tomatoes.
Mario's only a garlic guy because he loves Vampire Diaries.
I was a big Vampire Diary guy.
I'm thinking about to say pizza. So they said fucking Vampire Diaries.
I'm not even kidding. Oh, you guys are gonna kill me for this.
This and Lucifer. I can't.
I was like, you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No. I don't do that. I don't do Twilight. But like Lucifer and Vampire Diaries, that was my shit back in the day. But
back in the day, a couple months ago.
so back in college, I was finishing up Vampire Diaries, and I'm a crier. Like when I watch shows and movies, and like I knew this. And if the season was getting emotional towards the end, I knew that I could only watch it when my roommate was in class because he would make fun of me.
So you cried at Titanic? You cried
Titanic?
watching Titanic?
No, you know what movie? Well, a little bit of Titanic. I think it was so ridiculous that she didn't save him. It was just really ruined it
You
for
want to
me.
know something about Titanic that really bothered me? Don't mean to cut you off, but when they came out with Titanic 3D,
I don't even know what the hell.
I was in college for it, and I went on a date to this movie thinking it was going to be a new Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it was the same movie, just in 3D. I'm sitting there like, why did I pay all this money to sit in IMAX 3D to see the same movie I've seen 140 times? Bro,
Yeah.
I've never seen the Avengers stuff.
never seen
No, man. I've seen like the first.
like, come
I've
on,
seen the
like, what
first
are you
Iron.
doing?
I've seen the
Like, what
first
are you
Iron
doing?
Man. but
I never watched it either.
You guys have never fucking
No.
because you fucking too busy watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, man. Like what the fuck?
Never
You
seen the
never seen the
Avengers.
Avengers? You
Nah.
I just think Batman's
Like
so much
all
better
those
than
like
those,
the DC and Marvel movies, I never.
Well, there's a big difference.
There's a huge difference. Bro, DC and Marvel is like
The Christopher Nolan Batmans are the best movies ever.
Christopher Nolan.
The Dark Knight,
The
right?
Dark Knight series.
Correct. Those
Dark Knight
those
series.
are bar none the best
Like superhero movies.
what was
The
his
best
name?
Batman was the Michael Keaton one. That was the best movie.
No, I don't even know which one that was.
What the-
We talking about Flash when he was in Flash?
No, when he was Batman.
He's the original Batman.
No,
That had to
I
be like 1999 or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with him. I definitely know what that is.
Mario's 7 years old. Like, oh, this is the best Batman
Listen,
ever.
Batman Returns used to be my favorite Batman until Batman like begins. Well, not Batman begins.
Batman begins with Liam Neeson.
with Liam Neeson. That until that one came out, and it's even funny. That one I wasn't crazy over. Obviously, the one with Heath Ledger,
Yeah,
you know, the one everybody
R.I.P.,
liked.
man. That's
But
my
I
favorite.
fucking like the one with Bane, man. Like,
Bane? Dude,
I mean, like, I like Bane, man. Like the way that
That
shit
one
was.
drags on for me. I keep
No,
waiting for that one to
no.
end. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah.
See, listen, I hate talking movies and like just overall entertainment.
No,
Because
this kid's got the worst taste in the world.
Did you at least watch Vampire in Brooklyn?
Vampire in Brooklyn? I don't know if I saw that one.
he's gonna go home tonight after doing the edits. He's
And I'm gonna watch
start
it.
Vampire Brooklyn.
No, not yet. Listen,
I was Vampire with Eddie
fetishes,
Murphy.
vampire fetishes, and Wonder Woman fetishes. I love Wonder Woman, so maybe I'll watch the new Wonder Woman movie. I haven't watched that yet.
That shit sucks from what I heard.
Yeah?
It sucks. From what I heard.
You went to Colombia recently, huh?
I did.
How was that? Listen, I don't have the balls to go to Colombia. I feel like I'll come back like
No, you got
stuff
it.
with drugs, maybe. But how was it?
So he throws in the maybe just to cover himself on camera.
So, how was it? Let me live vicariously through you for a minute.
Nah, Colombia was dope, man.
Yeah.
There were a couple of my guys. I had never been there, but it was an experience to say the least. It was an experience to say the least.
That's all you can say on camera, huh?
I mean, I had fun. I mean, you guys didn't see anything more.
Gotcha.
When I was there.
Gotcha.
We went with some cool ladies. We went to clubs.
Nice.
We went to like this fucking club, like on water. Basically, everybody pulls up in boats. You got tables in the water. It's like maybe, I don't know, 3 feet high water. It was pretty dope though. Colombia was a time. I would definitely go back. When you guys want to go, let's go.
Say the word.
I gotta think about it. How was your flight though? How was the flight?
Flight was cool. It was 5 hours. Coming back, one of my boys had like a lighter in his fucking bag.
Oh.
They had him fucking strip.
Oh, that
searched
was that
him.
one?
Yeah, that was
I
that.
saw the
yeah.
video.
They strip searched him. Like that was a fucking time.
He's
So-
over there putting his hands in like the handcuff motion. He's like, I'm done.
So it's like if you guys go there, yeah, don't bring any drugs back.
Oh
Don't do
no,
that.
no. I don't save any. So I just came back from Del Rey.
Okay.
And it was the night of the Bills playoff game when they lost. So come back from Del Rey. It was the night of the Bills Chiefs, right? The Bills just played the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They just lost to the Chiefs. And dude, grown ass men on a plane screaming over like a good play versus a bad play. I'm like, let's just let the baby that was just screaming for an hour and a half shut the fuck up for a little bit. Why do you gotta yell and scare the baby again so we all have to listen to the baby cry for another hour?
It's a bad game.
Like, I don't know.
You probably lost the fucking mortgage on FanDuel, man. It was like a bad game.
Dude.
It was an easy fucking kick the kid could have made, man.
Man, he's acting like if Napoli wasn't playing in a big game in the playoffs, he wouldn't be like, oh on the plane. You kidding me? Get out of here, bro. But if it hurts him like if it like hinders his experience, he's gonna call people out. But he does the same shit 90% of the time.
I'm selfish. What
The
am I
way he
gonna
was fucking yelling when he was getting his fucking hair pulled off, I'm sure.
Dude, I was belly laughing.
do? Franco couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe.
That shit hurts though, for the record. That shit hurts. That shit
You've
hurts.
had it done?
No, I haven't.
For anyone who doesn't know, I got my chest, stomach, and back waxed.
Well-
Excruciating pain.
You know what? I've never even said this, but I guess fuck it. We get high, we get drink. One time, this chick got my fucking balls waxed, and that shit was an experience. Like that was an experience.
Oh my god. I
Only
can't imagine.
because this. She's in the room, so it's like, you know, ladies like lifting my, she got my dick in her hand and just, it was the weirdest thing. I was trying so hard not to get hard, like, so it was like.
I gotta ask, what was the other end of that deal? What did you get?
I mean, I don't know. She paid for it. I don't know. She paid for it. Listen, in the wintertime, it's like anything else. You gotta let it grow. In the summertime, like, nah, man, we gotta let the shit breathe, man. I gotta let the shit breathe in the summertime, man. It's imperative. But I never did that shit again. It kind of tricked me out. It was like, fucking had me with my legs. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. I don't want to relive that.
No, that's crazy though.
I did it for Franco's excitement, really. What? What's next? The gooch? No. You guys know my motto. I'm getting my dick sucked whether I'm shaved or not.
No, Mario really has been slutting himself out. Me and Rob were talking on the way here. I'm like, it really is funny because, like, he just does all this stupid shit on the side. That's like, yeah, he's like, I'll do it. I'm just,
I thought this shit was a joke when I saw it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he screaming like that for? And I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh, this guy's getting his fucking. That shit hurts though.
Yeah, he was.
That was real scream.
That was real pain.
Yeah,
that was real pain.
I'm sure, man.
And like one girl commented today, did you see on her Instagram? She comments, I guess she thought I was being a pussy. She's like, why don't you wax your vagina next?
Yo, those girls had so much fun doing that, bro.
Yeah, it was. Thank you to Andrea and Kim at Long Island Aesthetics in Massapequa. They were great over there. Check them out if you want to wax your balls, your ass, anything like that.
I think the place was called Satori. They might have sent me like a text message like, hey. Nah.
How do you unsubscribe? Fucking
definitely stop right now.
Yeah,
stop.
What's the rules on the plane though? Not to harp too much on the Colombia trip, but standing up, when is it too early? When is it just the right time? Your plane lands. What are the rules for you?
Me?
Yeah.
It depends where I'm sitting. If I'm in like first class or something, like, nah, bitch, bring me another drink right quick. Like, I'm trying to get as much as I can get from there. But if I'm like in the fucking middle row, I'm standing up immediately. I'm one of those guys. If I'm in the middle row,
yeah,
I'm getting up. I'm walking over you just to get my fucking bag, and I'm standing in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Getting off, bunch of fucking people pushing and moving, and then
for what? We're all getting, what?
Honestly,
what's the rush?
That makes me happy to know that some of those guys that are doing that are cool guys. Because usually I'm sitting in that seat like punching the air. I'm like, this guy really walking out in front of me. You're in row 24, okay? I'm in 12.
Oh no, I'll let them stand for as long as they want. Like I was in the back of the plane, one of the last seats.
I hate being in the back of the plane, man.
And as soon as we landed,
nah, fuck that.
As soon as we landed, the people next to me stood up.
Yeah.
What the? We were. It was 20 minutes before we got off that plane. What the fuck are you saying that for? And listen, you can stand as long as you want. If my row's before you, I'm going next. I reached over the guy behind me. I took my bag out of the thing, and I'm next.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm one of those guys. I'm not gonna cut anybody that's in the front of me, but you motherfuckers in the back, y'all not getting past me before I go. Like fuck that.
You see the video of the
airplane etiquette.
You see the video of the plane?
Airplane etiquette.
Yeah.
You see the video of that plane where the window blew out?
I saw it in the headlines, but I didn't see it. Actually.
No. Like, and the worst part is they're trying to land now at the nearest airport. You got another 45 minutes in that thing until you're close.
That's kind of crazy. All I be thinking of is if I fucking live, I'm gonna fucking be paid. That's all I be thinking of. If I make it through this shit, I'm suing these motherfuckers. Whatever state we land in, they get sued in that state.
Every time we've been taking the train to the city, I'm like I'm planting seeds. I'm like, hey Mary, imagine this train just fell off the tracks. Like, we would survive that. And
you don't know what I don't know that's come from derailment.
That's a hard buy.
We would survive that.
All right. Well, let's not talk about it. But that airplane issue definitely had me tightening my seatbelt on the way to Del Rey. I won't even lie.
Talking about airplanes, man. We were driving by at East End, Long Island the other day at work, and we were driving by where you skydive. Have you ever gone skydiving?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah, it's out that way. Mm-hmm. You ever gone skydiving?
Never done that.
You've never gone either.
I thought about it for a second, and I got myself to say yes. Said no right before I booked it.
Why wouldn't you want to go? Because I'm not having no other guy strapped to my ass or my fucking cock. Like, that's not happening. Like,
you can get lucky with a girl. Maybe it's a girl.
Nah, I've never seen a female do it. Every time I see this, a guy do it. I mean, if there's a female out there, we can do it together. But yeah, I'm not.
Well, we looked it up, and we were just driving by. Obviously, it's not even open right now, but we looked it up, and if you're over 210 pounds, they charge you extra. And they're like, we can accommodate up to 240. Accommodate? What do you mean accommodate? I'm on the coast, bro. I'm 230. Like, I'm going up and I am white knuckling with this dude, bro. If I'm jumping out of that plane.
Nah.
No, being accommodated makes you sound like a burden. I don't want to feel like a burden when I'm jumping out of a fucking plane.
And this guy's doing the sign of the cross as we're jumping out behind me. Oh, no.
The one guy looks at the other guy, oh, you got the heavy one today, huh? You're like, wait, what?
The worst part for me would be the ride up in that little plane, that little just dodging all over. That would.
I wouldn't want to do that shit at all.
I feel like I have to.
Skydiving?
I feel like I have to. So like, if I do it once, I feel like I might not be scared of anything else. Like my fear of spiders, gone. Fear of the dark, gone.
The dark? What are you, 5?
Bro, no, you ever been in the dark, like a dark place you've never been in?
You fucking been in jail? It's dark in there. It gets fucking dark and lonely in there.
Oh, you got me there.
Spiders, I don't fuck with spiders.
It's not.
I'm definitely, if I see a spider when I'm driving, I'm fucking stopping the car. That shit got to get out. Like, I don't fuck with
Oh
spiders.
yeah, like that caused an accident. Like
Yeah,
a
I
spider,
don't fuck with
like
spiders.
inside of your windshield.
I don't fuck with spiders.
I won't kill them though. I won't kill them. That's one thing. I won't
no,
kill a
in the
spider.
winter,
Winter, yes.
no,
In the
no,
winter, yes.
Why? They're eating
Because
all the
they'll
good
bite
bugs.
you in the winter. There's nothing else for them to eat. In
they'll
the
bite
summer,
you.
I put them outside. I let them go.
What, you fucking Peter Parker? Like, I don't
It's like you got a spider. You got a spider.
Oh,
Wait, they bite you in the winter, not in the summer?
Well, because there's like less insects out and about, so they're going to be hungry. They'll probably bite you.
No thanks.
I'm happy.
We got to look that up.
No, we do.
We got to look that
I'm
up.
about to.
How's that pasta?
Pasta's good. I wanted, you know what? Like I said, with mouthful up, I wanted the, I said rigatoni. What is rigatoni?
No, you said the penne.
Yeah.
Yeah, the penne.
With the vodka sauce.
Oh, penne with the vodka. Damn. I was gonna say you're gonna turn into a shrimp today.
You could put vodka on fucking
On
anything
anything,
else.
on anything, on anything.
You
But-
can put vodka on poop and call it a.
That's rigatoni, right?
Yes.
So I was looking up like popular pastas today in preparation for today, and I like rigatoni a lot. Like my go-to, there's nothing better than good spaghetti.
Farfalle.
Good spaghetti, but every once in a while I need my rigatoni. And
Rigatoni's
like
the
on
best to me.
so many lists, that wasn't even in the top 10. I was like, what kind of lists are these?
But I said, what was in there? You got spaghetti or macaroni?
Spaghetti. I don't even remember some of the names. Some of the
Tortellini.
names I never even heard
Oh,
before.
Tortellini is not bad. That's not bad.
But pasta, studies just came out. They just did a study. Pasta releases the same happy chemicals in your brain as watching sports and listening to music, except if you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh, God. I see where we're going with this, man. I see where we're going with this.
No, but true fact though.
I didn't know
True fact, yeah. They found out that pasta releases the same happy chemicals as watching your favorite sports or listening to your favorite
That's
music.
crazy.
What are the happy chemicals called? Scientifically.
I used to be a doctor. I'm not a doctor anymore. Serotonin. Thank you.
See, we have an actual X doctor over here too.
Yeah.
Serotonin?
1-9 visuals, baby. Get your picks.
Yeah, for real. 1-9 visuals coming in. Finally got him his oven hoodie today. Yeah, what do you mean? The one on the chair.
You got a black hat already. Franco still hasn't given me a black hat.
A black hat. You haven't earned it.
But in all seriousness, with the Cowboys, you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
what
God.
what needs to change? Like, how long are we going to be watching the same movie?
You know what? It's been fucking 30 years. I don't know either, man. I'm fucking tired of watching the same movie too, man. Like, I don't know. I think, you know what?
Green Bay's always tough though, man.
Cowboys fan, like, we always just get the bad break. Like, we never face.
Spoken like a true Cowboys fan.
The only thing worse than a Cowboys fan is a Dolphins fan.
It's like, we'll get, like, yeah, we get the 7th seed, cool, but we get to fucking face Jordan Love, who's on fire. It's like, all right, cool. We get to face Aaron fucking Rodgers. We fucking beat him, make the catch. It's not a catch, but then years later they say it's a fucking catch.
Oh, this hit home.
Like, nah, like for real, like.
No, you're right though. You're right. It is.
Like, it's a lot of bullshit that doesn't happen. But I think the problem with the Cowboys, and it's, as a Cowboy fan, I can say this, motherfuckers just get too happy when ain't really shit to be happy about. Like, I think, you know, it's just a matter
They
of putting up.
popping bottles too early.
It's like, you know, it's like winning the fucking in-season chip and thinking like you
Yup.
won the whole thing.
Remember that Giants playoff team that went out in Miami on the boat?
Same type of shit. And I think, you know, with a lot of time, but that's most people. I think when you pop too much shit without actually having to prove anything, people are looking for you to fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for you to fail. They're hoping like, all right, I'm gonna play my fucking best motherfucking game against these motherfuckers.
Yep.
You know, so I think
Exactly,
that's
man.
what
You guys always got a bullseye on your back because you're the Dallas Cowboys. It's feels, you know, as a Yankee fan.
Yep.
Same
root for the Yankees. I don't want to hear Rob behind the camera. Sam, you were saying I'm a Yankees fan.
But I think even with that, like, you know, bringing it to even music or anything in life, I think when, you know, you have the name and you haven't really proved anything, you know, it's like motherfuckers is looking like, well, what the fuck, you know, have you done for me lately? And this is a world now where everything is such a what have you done for me, you know, lately type of world. So back to the music, yeah, you know, it could be Rakim, it could be Bismarcky, it could be Public Enemy, Flavor Flav, or, you know, all these other people, you know, EPMD, fucking K Solo. It's a bunch of people you can name that were in the beginning of hip hop, but I think the problem is, you know, we haven't won like that again as to why it's not, you know what I'm saying, in the forefront.
Yeah.
And even with, you know, somebody like Mims, you know, Mims came in, I knew him from being from Long Island, so, you know, he was really from Washington Heights. You know, he didn't really hang out in Long Island. You know, was born out there, came out here in high school. Versus to me, I was born in Brooklyn as a little child, and I grew up in Long Island. So I think even with that was something maybe a lot of people were looking for. And even for me, and we've had these conversations. It's not like anything I'm saying, you know, crazy. I always say, like, I feel like if he would have embraced Long Island so much more, like, he would have had a whole different type of run. You know what I'm saying? He would have had a different type of run. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, he had a #1 Billboard record by himself, no feature. The only other song to do that since 2007, to my knowledge, was Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, from a New York artist.
I didn't know that.
To have a song by yourself,
Yeah.
no feature. It was Jim Jones first who had a #1 Billboard, and then he came after Jim Jones with This Is Why I'm Hot. Jim Jones had Ballin'.
Yeah,
and This Is
Ballin'.
Why I'm Hot. And there was no other one from 2007 to, 2015, 16 when Cardi B had, you know, Bodak Yellow.
Wow,
So, you know,
Bowling was before.
it was all in the same time. That was all
Ballin' was probably like a couple months, maybe a year or two before that.
Very, like, super close.
It was definitely in the same amount of time
Wow.
because I remember, again, you know, opening up in clubs or going out with Mims and then, you know, meeting Jim Jones or Jim Jones performing Ballin' around there. You had a bunch of rappers like Red Cafe, a bunch of other people were like
General,
popping around
man.
there.
Yeah.
Red
Fucking
Cafe
Rich
General.
Boy,
Yeah.
throw some D's on it. Like all those songs were popping. But as far as New York artists, you know, he had the #1 Billboard record with no features, and that record lasted like almost, you know, 10 years.
Man, you're bringing back some songs.
Yeah,
bro.
no, you just sent me down a time machine.
I'm
That's
sitting
what we got,
on my aunt's computer upstairs right now on my old iTunes. Fucking around with LimeWire
That's
or
where
some
we at
shit.
right now, man. But yeah, shout out to Mims, man. Shout out to
For
Mims.
real.
Yeah, no,
Shout out to
that
Mims.
was, and I think that was the first day. Was that the first day I met you? You came to that interview?
I came to the
Yeah, no,
King
Mia.
Flow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
you
King
came to
Flow.
Flow.
That was
Yeah,
King
yeah,
Flow.
yeah. King Flow.
Yeah, but Mims, man, great guy. I mean,
Hey, shout out King Flow too, man.
Yeah, shout out King
Flow,
Flow.
shout out
yeah.
Flow.
Flo
Yeah.
just opened up last weekend for he was opening up with Dave East and Corey Guns. Corey Guns came on
Nice.
last season too.
Yeah. Nice.
They were over in Baltimore. They had a nice fat show over there. It was-
Dope.
Shout out to all the Street Heat guys. We'll
Yeah,
see
man.
everybody.
Definitely shout out to Street.
Yeah.
I've been knowing those guys forever. Like I definitely gotta get a video with them for sure. For sure.
Oh, fact. You know, you talk about winning in the forefront. You know, just before, and you know, back in the day, winning in the forefront was getting your song on the radio. You know, now I feel like, you know, AM FM radio is probably around, you know, a year or two from basically being obsolete. You know, it's about to be all streaming services. You just had WWE Raw sign a deal with Netflix. You know, UFC's deal is going to be up in 2025. They're probably going to go to a streaming service. So, like, you know, you see it in sports, and you know, usually sports and music trickle down together.
For sure.
So what's the forefront now? Like, where do you see that going in like in the next couple of years? Because streams are tough for you guys, right?
Streams is tough, but like I think everything changed for me once we had it's funny you said that, once we were on satellite radio. Like
So that's what it is. Satellite's good.
satellite's great.
Yeah.
Satellite's the best thing ever. I mean,
AM/FM's gonna be like a thing of the past.
I think AM/FM is still going to work because it's still, you know, corporations and, you know, advertising and certain dollars that have to be allocated to spend for those type of things. So I think, you know, those are not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But satellite radio is where the bulk of the music is coming from because, like you said, everything is about streaming and everything like that. But the radio still works. I tell people this all the time, even having these relationships with these DJs that took me, you know, 10 years to build. And now, like I said, the radio may not be as prominent before where you're hearing the breaking new music.
Yep.
But radio is never going to be bad. Radio's never a bad thing. Radio's always a good thing. I mean, and you know, you can get paid from it as well if they're
Right.
you know playing it enough. Satellite radio, they brought me very nice checks.
Good.
Like very nice checks from satellite radio. Like shout out to everybody at Sirius. Please send some more.
That's exactly what Sean the Butcher said.
Yep.
We had him on. He's a DJ host on Sirius XM. It's exactly what he says. He says they pay much more handsomely than the other stations, and it's something like Apple and Spotify.
Oh yeah. I mean, not to knock those, but again, it's streaming, so people are listening to it. It's a service, you know. You're getting played all across the U.S. and
Yep.
you know in Canada, I think even or in Hawaii even or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So you know if I get my song played on Power 105, maybe you guys are listening to the radio and maybe you guys can hear it. Satellite radio is a little bit different. You can even go back and stream.
Yeah.
You know, the days, you know, or the shows before that. So it's always that retention value with that, for sure. But satellite radio for sure. Shout out to Sirius. Or my Sirius. Please, shout out my guys.
Come
Shout
on.
out the gang. Pootie Tang on the way.
Pootie Tang. Hey, before we break for dessert, we got a bunch of different pies coming out. Let's talk about Pootie Tang, man. You just shot a music video yesterday, correct? At Birdie's down the way.
Down the block from here. So Monday, it was a 2-day shoot. Monday and Tuesday, we shot the video in Birdie Bar. Again, shout out to my boy Lucelle. Continuous much love. Supports me in anything I do, and he has his own big shit going on over here. I'm just a little person in his big world. But now we shot the video for Pootie Tang, and I mean obviously, I guess we're old enough to know Pootie Tang. Maybe some people don't know because you know the model that I had in the video, she might have been early 20s, maybe 25, and even I was surprised at that. Like,
And she didn't know?
That's what I said. I'm like, you didn't know Pootie Tang? Like, what?
She's like, no, I'm just your model.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm just here. I like the song, though. I like the song. shout out to Tia. But nah, the song kind of came about. Plant-based Benny. That's my manager's like alter ego. You know, he makes beats. He's been making beats for me for a while. Really kind of started getting back into it during COVID when we were just fucking sitting around trying to figure out how to make money while we're home collecting government checks. And
And your manager's Lance, correct?
Lance, yeah, that's Lance, yeah. So we were on the phone one day, and I don't know, we were fucking talking about Pootie Tang, or I had said something about it, like the director, from Pootie Tang. We were talking about the movie, and come to find out, he called me later in the day, like, yo, listen to this beat, and kind of had like somewhat of the hook on there, and like references, like, and I tell people all the time, like, I'll take reference hooks all day, every day. Like, I think a lot of, music artists like to lie a lot, like they create everything. But whoever's listening, say Sirius, shout out to Sirius. But they got the reference records, send them. We'll take them.
We want them.
He sent the record, and I was like, nah, this is it. Like, we were talking about Pootie Tang, and that kind of came like that. You know what I'm saying? So we put it out. The record came out probably the last release of 2023. And it did good. It did good.
Yeah.
We didn't even get it on the radio yet. It's probably up to, I don't know, since December with no promo, being independent, getting, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 streams in a month or two is pretty fucking good if you ask me.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're getting ready to roll the video out. Normally, we always used to roll the video out, have the shit on the radio, and the song come out, everything on the same day, so we get, create the mass retention. But it's even, sometimes you don't want to fucking shoot all your fucking, your bullets out. So it's like,
man.
Exactly. You don't want to fucking bust too quick. So it's like you gotta slow stroke. You gotta slow stroke it. And I think that's just what we did with that. But shout out to Lance the Lawyer for Pootie Tang for sure.
I love in the you hear like the bed springs in the back.
Yeah.
I was bumping that on the way here. I was like,
That's definitely a good tune. It's a good tune. I think even now making different type of music, obviously that's not the same as 51631. 51631 is more like boom bap, like rap, or as a hardcore rap or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
For those who don't know, 51631, man, like
That's a classic.
Like that's a classic.
That's a
dude.
classic.
And that's a classic. That's like a Long Island
Theme
like
song.
anthem.
Yeah,
dude.
nah, for
Like,
sure.
That's it.
You'll be so surprised how many gym videos I get. People are like, yo, bro, I put this shit on in the morning before I'm getting dressed and I'm going to work, driving, like, and even that song kind of came, just like that. I made the song 51661 before we even had the hats.
Was it a label then?
No,
No. So it's just 51631. That was the seed right there.
that was it. There was a 51661 scene before we even had the hats.
When you see all the comments, man, and like on the YouTube, everyone's like, I need a hat. And you're like, shit, we better start making
Nah,
ads, bro.
and you know, it's tough, but like I tell people all the time, like when it happened, I wasn't ready for it. Like, you know, I put the mixtape was out, you know, 2016. I didn't upload the video on Facebook. That's where it really went crazy on. I didn't upload the video on Facebook till, you know, August, September of that same year. So the song was already out for, you know, 5 months before, and then put it on Facebook. I guess just me, you know, black dude with a fucking Long Island hockey jersey with the hat and mask. Like, hold on, wait, this motherfucker looks ill. Like, what's going on over here? And I think a lot of people gravitated to it. But I tell people that, like, that September, October, November, December, I don't know, I probably made like 20 to 30 G's off selling hats, and I didn't even have the hats. Like,
You weren't even touching the hats.
Yeah, it was
just
like
drop shipping.
That's it. Like, I'm making it, waiting for shit to get made. I gotta put this order out now to get this. So it was a process. So
you an Islanders fan? You're an Islanders fan? You're the Islanders
I am. I'm not a Rangers fan, not a Devils fan. It's funny. I used to like Theo Fleury. I used to like the Calgary Flames.
Okay.
Just because
with Jerome McGinley, man.
Yeah, that's like
I remember that from the video. Exactly.
So I just liked it, and I was like a huge fucking Bret Hart fan. So it's like fucking Calgary. Like, fuck, I want to go to fucking Canada. I want to live in Canada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Hitman and shit. Yeah. So I think that was that.
We got the raspberry cheesecake, the rainbow cookie cheesecake.
I ain't gonna front that Oreo shit. Like, I'm gonna
save you some in the back. Take some in the back.
You want some of yours back though?
No.
Oh, hey, yo. Said I want some of your back. Like, you can't say that out loud, bro. You can't say that out loud.
You just said for people like that.
Come on, man.
It doesn't sound so bad when it comes out of my mouth, but I hear it out of my.
Just stop.
You're digging yourself a deep hole.
Yeah, let's go to the next. Let's keep it rolling. That should look good though for us. Yeah, rock out. But yeah.
No, so we get back.
Shout out to Rob Key.
Yeah, shout out to Rob.
Yeah, Rob Key's in Northport. Italian food, good vibes, great service. People are great here.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't put anything in my mouth that didn't taste amazing all day.
You guys are getting crazy right now. Like,
I didn't even mean to do that. I don't know why I said that.
He was excited to say
I don't know why I said that. Well, let's try this raspberry
I heard that
cheesecake.
coming out too. I was like,
It didn't sound right.
yeah, I was gonna hate that. You got any superstitions before you go out there to perform?
Superstitions?
I seen you praying before you go out there.
I was about to say, like, that's something I've always done to myself, but even now I make everybody pray now. Like, everybody, whether it's a cameraman, if you guys are coming out with us, everybody fucking gotta pray now. So superstitions, I always probably didn't used to smoke and drink before a show, but I guess now I'm a little bit more mature now. You know, I can handle it. Sometimes I do though now. But no real superstitions. Just trying not to fucking fall. That's it. That's my main thing. Trying not to fall.
What's the first album you bought? First album you bought?
First album I bought was probably N.O.R.E. Noriega.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Noriega.
Respect that.
Which is, not to cut you off, that was on Tommy Boy, and that was the record deal that I got was Tommy Boy. So that was kind of dope. Like, I remember going in the office,
full circle.
I remember going in the office, seeing that shit, like, oh shit, like, damn, I remember I bought that shit.
Wow, love that.
That was dope.
Top 3 rappers right now.
Right now, today, January 24th, 2024. Jaeo Draftpick.
Jaeo Draftpick and Jaeo Draftpick.
I don't know. Well, I'll give you now 3 that I listen to. My favorites.
3 of your favorites.
Right now, shit. Jaeo Draftpick. I always listen to a lot of Drake because I think Drake's range is here to there, and even me in my artistry, like doing, you know, melodies and shit like that now, and rapping. And third, I don't know, man, rap is in like a weird fucking place right now. It's like I don't think I listen to, like, I just listen to what's trendy for a day or two, and then, you know, that's really the end of it. But that's the R&B. Like, I listen to real, like, Drake and fucking, I don't know, R&B. Like, I don't really listen to rap, man.
Who's the most overrated right now?
Damn, you gonna have me in some rap beef. Overrated. You know what? I'm not gonna say overrated. Maybe this is just like the old person in me coming out. I don't get the fucking hysteria with like Playboy Cardi. Like, I don't get that. And this is not to knock on them. Like, in New York, I'm
of course.
Like, that shit I like, but I don't get like the hysteria of it. Like, because kids go crazy over this shit, and I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't get it.
I mean, I wish maybe I need to meet with Playboy Cardi to figure out what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But overrated. He got a lot. Bless.
Bless you.
It's a lot of bullshit out there, man. It's a lot of bullshit.
Kid Cudi's new album was insane. I don't know if you listened to that yet.
I haven't listened to Kid Cudi. You know what? One album I want to listen to is Benny the
Don't waste
Butcher.
your time.
I saw something where him and Lupe was beefing, but
Yeah,
you know what?
beefing
I'm
back and forth.
interested to see what he's gonna do now that him and Kanye are cool now. Because I think a lot of people,
Kids see ghosts, bro. Kids see ghosts.
but a lot of people, I think the problem is they make it big and then everybody does this shit on their own, and you can clearly hear the disconnect or where you needed this person at. Or whatever. So, that's what I would hope to see soon.
Yeah, one last one for you. We're gonna wrap it up on this one. One historical figure that you could sit down to dinner with, or just one person that you could sit down to dinner with, dead or alive, and you could ask any question to that they had to answer. Who would it be?
A couple of dead motherfuckers I want to talk to, but I'd say Kobe. Kobe's just my favorite person,
Above that.
player ever. And it sucks though because obviously the LeBron and Jordan conversations don't really pertain to Kobe. But Kobe was just a different player than both of them. I don't think, like, yeah, we know who's number one and number two or whatever way you want to put him, because a lot of people say, oh, Kobe's not even in the top 5 of greatest players
Which is
ever. But I
crazy to
think
me.
Kobe's just different. I would want to ask him though, and not even to be funny. I would want to ask Kobe, like, what was it like what were you thinking when you fucking sold Shaq out like that? Like, I would want to know that. Like, that was pretty.
I'm sure Shaq wants to know that too.
But the funnier part about it, I never really I was an Orlando Magic fan. I was a Penny Hardaway fan.
Okay.
Obviously, I like Kobe. I mean, Penny and Shaq. Shaq goes to LA. I still like Orlando, but then Penny obviously kind of fades out with injuries and shit like that after he goes to Phoenix. I like Shaq. Him and Kobe doing their thing. I never really cared for Kobe until he was by himself.
Okay.
It was like once he took on that villain role, I fucked with him. Like, I fucked with him. Like, even that, like, I'm looking at the guy like, bro, why would you say that? Like, I see Shaq do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you say that, bro? You don't say that. But I would definitely want to sit down with him, just pick his brain about everything. But
Sure, man.
more specifically, just on a funny note, like, bro, like, fuck, what you thinking, man? We don't do that. You ain't supposed to do that, man.
Oh, come on. What are you doing?
But shout out to Kobe, man. I love Kobe, though.
Yeah, R.I.P. man. So, before we let you go, let everyone know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on all socials. In fact, fucking Google me, man. Jaeo Draftpick, man. 51631. You fucking Google me. You're gonna see everything you need to see, man. Nice Tang out right now. Nice traveling guy out right now. Shop 51631. You know the fucking vibes, man.
Shout out Rob Keys.
Shout out to Rob Keys as well.
Shout out to Rob Keys. Before we sign off, I got one more question for you. Being that it is the oven, tell me your craziest high experience.
Craziest high experience. Alright. I was in high school, cut school, had a bunch of my friends in the crib. Bro, we must have smoked so much weed. I'm sorry, mom and dad, but we were in the crib, like, just fucking baking in there, like, in the fucking den. I got motherfuckers just smoking in the crib. I was so high. I went upstairs in the bathroom. I guess I thought I had to throw up or something like that. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I had a panic attack.
You were high.
I was high. Motherfuckers found me in the bathroom, sleep. I wake up, probably everything in my refrigerator is gone. Like, everything. Like, motherfuckers just got high and ate and everything.
They just rubbers all your shit.
And then I had to explain that shit to my parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is probably the first time they really, if they're listening to this, they really know what happened now. I might have just said, like, yeah, I spilled something in there and it got on everything and I threw it out, but
I spilled something on everything in the fridge.
yeah, they knew I was lying, you know what I'm saying? But
They knew what happened. The whole house smelled like weed. The best part is we think that it doesn't smell.
Definitely
Because we're the ones smoking.
That's like cars. Like, you get pulled over, like, obviously now it's nothing, but before you pulled over, like, all right, my shit smells good. It's like, you step out the car, like, what? Like, it smells like weed in here, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, so
Like, what kind of weed? It smells
that
like?
was that.
Jaeo Draftpick, everybody. We're the oven. We just had a great night at Rob Keys. And don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Yes, sir.
No, that's right.
Keep it cooking in the oven.